Hey guys, welcome back to another fanfiction. I am back. If you haven't noticed, I've been gone for a couple of days. If you're new here, you wouldn't have noticed that. If you are new, hi, welcome to my channel. My name's Hadia. I do fanfictions. Also, be warned, I talk like a lot. So, if you don't want to listen to me talk and you just want to get straight to the fan fiction, and I don't blame you if you do, just go. This screen is what I will be using for my intro and my outro. So if you go to the text, it is I hate to admit it, but it's a shorter part of the video because I do talk a lot and I love talking. So yeah, just skip that if you want. Anyways, I'm back now. Hi. I've been super busy and haven't been able to upload, but there is a new schedule for Ramadan, and it will be shorter by about 2 hours, which means I will have extra time. My school ends now at 1:30 and I get home at like 2:15, so that's a lot better, and it gives me a lot more time to do writing. And so this is a super short thing to get me back in the schedule of things, and it is a cute, fluffy Marichat. So let's get started. Macaroons, a miraculous ladybug fan fiction. Marinette lived in one of the best bakeries in Paris, maybe even France. There was no secret there, and Marinette herself was learning the ropes. She could help, take lead on, or independently make most of the menu. But her specialty was macaroons. From when she was 7 upwards, she had this brilliant talent for them, to the point where now Marinette made macaroons every night so that they could be served at the bakery. Because as much as she loved baking and her parents, Marinette was not going to do anything in the morning. Mornings were for sleeping. So here she was, late night after patrol. She planned to just make one batch before patrol and then sleep when she got home, but she couldn't sleep. So she decided to just bake more, stress baking. She was doing many tests, her homework and chores, and I almost forgot, she was also a superhero. A magical superhero with a magical being in her purse and earrings that stored the power of luck and life. So yeah, she was stressed, and this helped with that. Until she heard a small knock from her kitchen window. She looked outside to see her partner. She opened it without a shadow of a doubt. He stepped in, and it was no secret Marinette liked touch. She took any opportunity to drape herself on top of them. She loved cuddles and hugs and quick touches, so she took the opportunity to put on a huge smile and hug her best friend. He had been coming over more and more often, and she found herself enjoying the late night visits. "Hey there, princess. What are you up to this late?" he asked as he leaned onto his baton. "I'm baking macaroons. You want to help? I could use a paw or two in the kitchen," she said sweetly. He smiled, and so did she. Both of their hearts fluttered in that moment. "Sure," he said, baking rolling up his sleeves, and she giggled at that. So they spent their night like that. Many jokes were exchanged, and puns too. They laughed and laughed, but made sure not to wake up the older bakers. It was like something you'd see in a movie. The way they both smiled and tried to hide their obvious crushes, and the way they stayed close, and as they waited, she leaned into him, and the way they made a mess with each other, both of them coated in a layer of icing and flour, was perfect. And so were the macaroons they made. Overall, it was a great night, and it happened more and more often. Chad was actually a really good baker, and sometimes they felt like one day they could even be a family. Alright, that is the end of this fan fiction, and I really hope you enjoyed. I was going to say something, but I think I forgot what I was going to say. Oh, yeah. So I was gonna just say about my day, and then I was gonna go on and to talk and tell you the question of the day, which, if you don't know, is something that I do with my subscribers to get to know you guys better, and for you guys to get me better, to get to know blah 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 blah. Normally I would edit this out, but you know what? I'm just gonna leave it in. I was saying something brain, work, words. Yes. So the question of the day is what I do to get to know you guys better, and for you guys to get to know me better. And yeah, it just because we all have a common interest here, which is either Miraculous or very rarely Flash or fanfiction. And yeah, that just it's fun. Sorry. Yeah, so I do a question of the day. About my day then. This morning I woke up at 5:45. I watched the newest Flash episode. I did some homework and got ready to go to school. We got there. In the morning I had design. That was okay. I mean, we did our work, really. Nothing really stood out about design, to be honest. Nothing out of the ordinary there. It was nice as always. Yeah, and then we had break for 20 minutes. Then we had, what did we have? Then we had science. Why am I saying word science? We had science, and it was fine as well. I mean, we worked on a project that was about the science behind cooking, so like convection, conduction, radiation, the difference between a compound, a mixture, and an element, physical changes versus chemical changes. Well, the last one's quite simple. Yeah, and just about the physics and the chemistry behind cooking. So yeah, it was okay. Then we had math. As you can tell, this day was not very interesting. We had math. That was okay as well. It was a very, very easy lesson about area. I think I did area of a triangle when I was about grade 4. So it was really easy. But then we got into other shapes, like I forgot what it was called. What's it? The one that starts with a T. No, that doesn't have it. Whatever it was. But yeah, it was okay. Then 20-minute more break, because break was shortened considerably with the new schedule. Then moral education, where you learn about morals, and we did a nice meditation with our class. And by the beginning, you know how you're supposed to like stretch your vertebrae out and you're supposed to like pretend there's a string pulling you up and all that. That did happen at the start, but then by the end, everyone was sort of lying down their desk wanting to go to sleep. And then after that, we were working on a reflection for our latest unit, which was Latin music. So everything we learned about percussion and ostinatos and the different instruments we used and different people that we looked at, and yeah, it was okay. We started the reflection, and I am pretty sure I'll get a pretty high grade on it. So yeah, that's good. Okay, now for the question of the day. This is one I thought of myself yesterday, where I was just lying around, and I thought, would you rather be able to slow down time or speed time up? So would you rather be able to like slow it down so much that it would basically stop, or would or like you can control how much you slow it, or would you rather speed it up to the point where it feels like time travel? So time travel forward, obviously you can't go back. So yeah, I really don't know. I just thought of the question. So yeah, I mean, I gotta go get the door. I just heard it ring, so I'll be right back. Okay, I got the door. It was my parents, they're back. Yeah, so I was asking the question, wasn't I? Would you rather slow down time anywhere between slowing it down a tiny bit to slowing it down to the point where it basically stops, or would you rather speed it up to the point where you could speed it up and it feels like time travel? To be honest, I really don't know. I think both have their benefits. Like if you're really bored and you speed it up, or if you're doing a test or something and you need more time, you could slow it down. So yeah, both of them would have their benefits. I was gonna say something. I don't know anymore. I gotta go. But yeah, I really hope you enjoy this one, and I will go now. My cousin just messaged me. Yeah, bye.